into an election issue.
Okay. Let me, in fact, quickly get in then our final question and result as well on AI. Now, AI in personal life, this, of course, is a big emerging subject. 67% people believe, saying that they are using it. Or, beg your pardon, 67% people that say that they're not using it. That's pretty overwhelming. 29% people have adapted AI and implemented it in their personal life. 4% say they're not sure. Ajay Dua.
Again, I come back to what we discussed earlier when we are talking about digital, scams, etc., digital hacking, and those kind of things. In AI, also, people certainly know that there are advantages of it. But at the same time, they do know that the sector currently is unregulated and that misuse of it is as feasible as possible as a good use of it. And I give you an example in the newspaper today. A sitting member of the National Commission on Consumer Redressals, Rohit Singh, a former secretary, has talked about how AI is actually it's become of what I would say anti-people. The use of it by conniving commerce people, to people who are even in this business of trading, etc. These people taxi hailing services also he talks about, this gentleman. It is that they have stratified using AI that which customer, depending upon what telephone device he uses, how affluent he is, his bank balance, or his income, etc., that is being misused, and two sets of prices are getting quoted when you ask for an Uber or another company. There, a price for one set of people who are not affluent or as affluent as the other, the price quoted is different. Similarly, in groceries, that's an example again taken, that the grocery price for a person living in a bigger colony, etc., that's fine. But specifically that in that colony also, this guy is more affluent than the others. The marketing companies are able to get information and quote a different price. And coming from a National Commission member, I think there would be certainly basis, and so many cases may have been reported to them, which only after investigation then a sitting member would talk about it in such an open manner. So this is where I come back to it. Regulating the use of technology is as important as promoting it or licensing it if it is required. Otherwise, there would be people, the use of it, and we are a little labor surplus country, so we can't go about it blindfolded and replace manpower workforce with AI entirely. But wherever it's required, high precision industries or various other kinds of operations which are not safe, where AI, etc., can do it. There also, there would be a negative impact if such kind of things are allowed and the regulation does not come to the level which is expected by the consumer.
Yes, okay. The AI implementation in people's daily lives, Jayajit Bhattacharya, 67% saying they aren't using it just yet in their work life or their personal life.
When computers was getting introduced, people would say, oh, we are not using computers at all and it's detrimental. And then you ask them, did you call up the railways to find the status of a train? And they would say, yes, we called up the railways to find the status. Now, what is railways using behind the telephone line? They're using computers. And that's what they were doing at that time. So that's the same thing happening now. If they're saying they haven't used AI because they don't know that AI is all around them. If they're using a search, if they're using Google Maps, if they're using a food delivery app, if they're using a mobility app, the other side is all steeped in AI. So almost the entire population is using AI if they're using any kind of digital. So it's a misconception from their side that they're not using AI. And also, one can't stop the march of technology. If we do not adopt AI, then pretty soon our economy as a whole will become uncompetitive compared to others, and pretty soon will become the equivalent of ambassador cars. What ambassador cars used to be, our entire economy will be like that. So, fortunately, unfortunately, whichever way, we can't stop the adoption of AI. But we need to be very, very careful that the job loss does not happen. It's a tall order. It's a tall ask to have, but we need to work out our policies around that. And also, as your previous questions kind of indicated, AI can also be significantly misused for scams, for detrimental usage, for creating rift within the society, because AI can scale up massively and can have a very, very detrimental effect on how we impact each other and talk to each other. And therefore, we need to be careful, but we can't really stop the march of technology. Those who think that they're not using AI, well, please wake up. You're using AI the moment you touch anything digital.
Okay, let's leave it at that. My thanks to our guests for joining us on this special segment. We've run out of time. Let's slip into a very short break.